Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Crosscurrent. Today I'm giving you a beginner's guide to Out of Reach. Not Treasure Royale, this is their survival sandbox game. It came out a little while ago and people were showing interest, so I'm playing the game now just to give you a little bit of a heads up of what to expect and how best to go into this game. Now, to start off the bat, you're going to be on the main screen of Out of Reach here, and you're going to want to go to Options, because most screens will have the right and left side cut off. Be sure when you're on graphics, you scroll up to the top if it's not there, and set the screen resolution the way you want it. It shouldn't require restart or anything, but with all the ones with the exclamation point, you will need to restart it. So be sure you go down the list and set that up prior to joining the match, because it seems to take a lot longer to get in the game in comparison to other games you play. Also, just set audio general. I set the mouse sensitivity a little bit lower because it was a little too crazy for me. Everything else seemed pretty straightforward and decent. You're going to go to start menu just to see all the server lists again. You can sort it by regions, players, ping, modes, density, etc. I don't know density too well. So when you're here, you're going to see different game types. PvE means you're going against the environment, so you will not be fighting or killing other players. PvP obviously is player versus player servers, and STD means that killing other players would give you the Renegade role, and killing the Renegades will give you the Punisher role. So it gives you a little bit extra to go on within the game. I believe with the Renegade role and Punisher role, you might be seeing other places on the map, but don't quote me on that. When you're also looking at servers, it'll tell you other different things that are going on, such as when the builder desk will decay, how much protection you have with the builder desk on level 6, and the resource gathering bonus. There are other bonuses I've seen as well, but I might just be seeing things. That seems to be the gist of it, though. Alright, guys, so if you're just starting out, I would suggest starting single player mode, so then you can at least learn the game in a safe environment. I played a game like Rust for a while, and it was very brutal trying to start off because people will just try to kill you again and again and again without any chance of actually learning the game. So, I suggest single player. Once you load in, you will have to change some of the settings to make it so you have more resources to gather and other sort of things. So the game is a little simpler, so you can just understand how to build things and get the ball rolling. Alright everyone, so we have loaded in, and this is my single player server. Now, first thing you're going to do is you're going to want to hit escape and go straight to the server settings. Up at the top, it'll allow you to change the game mode. I just have it on standard. I haven't noticed any problem with that. God mode I don't use. Territory claiming isn't necessary in single player, nor is creative mode in my opinion. Gathering multiplier, you want to turn that up to 5 so you can gather the resources quicker, so you can just build quickly and then get into the regular game a lot faster with more knowledge. Time of day I didn't mess with. Day duration I didn't change. Night duration I changed to 1, so then you have more visibility just to work with. Although if you do go into caves, you're going to want torches anyways because it will get very dark down there. Server wipe, if you need to wipe the server, you'll click here and apply, and you'll probably have to exit and re-enter the game. Also, everybody, if you do log out of the game or want to exit the game, you have to wait 10 seconds. So in combat, you will not be able to escape. Be sure you're out of combat if you're leaving. Alright, so when you land on the island, when you get to the island, you will notice that there's a lot of lush areas, and there's wildlife that's already attacking me. Give me a second, chat. Right here. So, the wildlife can be a little bit toxic, but you're going to want to find a cave. Once you find a cave, you're going to mark it by right-clicking and writing cave, whether it's your first cave, second cave, etc. I believe you all spawn on the same island. I know that this island in particular, I've found copper, and I spawned here in the PvP lobby as well. Other islands will have different names, like Iron Island will have iron on it. So that's what you can expect there. Just make sure that, unlike me, you have a base closer to the cave, because that's the main thing you're going to want to get resources for is copper, so you can build your ship, you can build armor, weaponry. Copper is really good for getting started. Trees will be everywhere. Rocks, for the most part, will be everywhere, especially within the cave. So you want to find a spot near there. Now, when you enter the game, it will show you a little tutorial per se on what you can do to kind of learn everything. But the problem with this, which I'll have in later videos, is it doesn't tell you the key bindings that you need for certain things. Like to place a boulder on a wall, okay, cool. But then it says to connect it. Now, that sounds fine and easy, but it doesn't always tell you exactly what to connect it with. So, you actually, for that, you'll need wire, which you can make, and you'll need boulders to put on the trap. Now, the boulder part makes sense, but essentially, there are little things that they don't say, like especially with the ballista, there's like 3 little pieces that they don't specify that will save you a lot of aggravation and time wasted. Now, unlike other games, these quests will not give you any rewards. They're merely there so you can learn everything about the game. Now, also when you're on a character, you can press I to go to your inventory, or just click right there. And you can see all your inventory. To unequip something, you just click on it. To re-equip, you right-click, and you hit equip. And boom, swaps it out. Below that, it has all the skills. For some reason, it says it as achievements, for whatever reason. Once you get certain levels up by doing certain things like smithing or killing animals or chopping trees, building structures, mining, just being alive, gathering materials, and killing AIs or other players, you'll have the option to level up these skills. Now, once certain skills are way high up and other skills are lower, it'll require you to get more experience to level up that skill more, while the other skills will be available for level up quickly. When it comes to building stuff, you're gonna have 2 separate categories. This build book is more for construction of a base. It has some other little things in there as well, so just be sure to go in between those. These are for more of your inventory items. So you'll have like your weaponry, your healing items, your tools, etc. Also, about the building book, once you choose something like let's say I want to make this wooden pole, I drag it down to this panel down here. Now there's tabs 1 through 7, which is helpful because once you try to build something, you press B. Boom. You've got tab 1 through 7 open right there. Now it says on the screen how much resources you need, which is 50 wood, and it shows you in red if you cannot place it down and in blue if you can. You press E to place it. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. You want to build something else that's not on this tab, you hit tab while you're in the B menu. It'll show other things to make as well. Lots of options, and it just kind of saves you time. It's like a quick build mechanic. Now, let's say you don't want this structure here. You hit N, then you hit E. When it's blue, you destroy it. If you did it quick enough, I believe you get resources. I'm not sure if you wait a while if you'll still get those resources. Alright guys, that just about does it. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed this content, please hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, please also hit a like. If you think a friend could use it, share it with them. If you have a comment, a concern, anything at all, comment below. And I will see you guys next time.